Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective for today. Today is Friday, October 24th, 2025. You may follow me on the tube, the talk, the blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. Read the rest in the description box. We're going to use Erica Lenormand's Hope of Hope by Erica Robinson, illustrated by Erica Peevis. I got that from La Penitentiaire. I had to take. I finally took off the bedspread to wash it because one of the cats barfed on it last week, like the beginning of last week. So almost 2 weeks later. I mean, I had washed it off and cleaned it up. It just left a stain. So it's my neighbor's dog's crying because she's never at home. And then when she is at home, apparently she ignores her dogs all day and only walks them like twice a day. Yeah. Anyway, I pulled the bedspread off and now they're all in a commotion about it. Cats, man. Cats. They're crazy. Crazy little creatures. We got 4 on the table. Oh. Okay. I mean, it resonates because I can link it to something having to do with my life, but it's not great. Let's do 2 more shuffles. 5 on the table. Yeah. Stork. Six with bottom of the deck. So let me show you what's here. We got child. We got birds. We got house. We got whip. We got stork. And then bottom of the deck, lily. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. So here's the deal. I'm just gonna say it because this is what came to me when these cards first fell out. This child doesn't necessarily have to represent a child. It could be just in reference to somebody being someone's child. So like I'm my mother's child, I'm my father's child, right? My cat is my child. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't necessarily have to be a child in the moment. Okay. Can be. Can be. Take how it resonates. Also, this stork card, it's not so much about somebody like having a baby or reproducing. It's more like a repeat cycle, right? Because people often have babies, right? Like my grandparents had my dad. My dad had me. Technically, I should have a kid, and then my kid should have a kid, and then they should have a kid, right? Repeating cycles. Generational curses. Just got like a little tingle here in the back. Bubbles, knock it off. It's just a blanket. I just put it there because the bedspread is gone. Quit being a weirdo. He sleeps on that blanket all the time. Now he's acting like he's never seen it before. All because I spread it out. Hi. What are you doing? Everybody in the world can see you acting like a nutbag. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Yeah, you're crazy. You're crazy. I know. So I'm just going to say this, the birds, the house, the whip, okay? It very much gives the energy of like someone not wanting their children to grow up and leave, if that makes sense. It would be like if a couple has a kid, but they only have one kid, and then that kid's like getting ready to go off to college. And this couple realizes, like, oh, when they go to college, like, that's going to be it. It's just going to be me and the spouse, no more kid, like, what are we going to do? And I'm not referring to like empty nest syndrome. I'm referring to like, and I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but what I'm going to say is a little sinister, okay? And that's, some parents don't want their kids to ever grow up. Some parents don't want their kids to leave home. Some parents will sabotage their children so they have nowhere else to go. Yeah, sinister. But it happens. And I'm just going to be honest. I believe it happened in my family more than once, not just within my actual immediate family, twice. Can make all the guesses you want there. There's really only one guess. Well, I guess technically, because I do have a sibling, so it would be two. Um, it happened in another part of my family with an aunt and an uncle and a cousin. Some people just don't want I'm just going to say this, like a lot of readers will be like, oh, they don't want their kids to do better than them. I don't really think that's it. I'm not going to say that that's not a possibility, but in my case, what I've seen, what I've witnessed in regards to this type of situation, it's really just not wanting to be alone. Not wanting your kids to grow up, leave the house, get married, have kids of their own, have their own house. Like, just stay here with me. It'll be fine. You can keep me company. You don't need to go out there and have a life. You can have a life right here. TV, video games, all the pasta you can eat, you know? Like, seriously. Like, please don't leave me. Everybody leaves me. Don't leave me. That's the kind of energy this reading gives. And like I said, with the stork, it's like a repeat cycle. So whether somebody, like, let's say, had 3 kids and they did it with each of their kids, right? Repeat cycle. Or let's say someone did it with their kid and then their kid did it with their kid and then that kid did it with their kid. Repeat cycle. Well, hello. Sorry if my movements seem a little disjointed. It's because my arm, my shoulder, my neck, like, all messed up. Not even kidding. And it's just like it was last year, which took me like weeks to recover from. And I'm just going to say right now I'm really upset. Like, I'm really upset because I'm not going to be able to like lift weights and stuff for I don't know how long. Or at least if I do, like, it's going to be very minimal. So I'm actually very upset right now. I've been upset all day. But yeah, my arm is like, and it didn't help that I had to pack all day. And like, literally today's the first day that I felt it. It must have happened like after I worked out last night and I didn't notice. I didn't feel anything. And I didn't feel anything this morning. And then all of a sudden, like around, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning, all of a sudden, like, I was in so much pain I wanted to vomit, and my vision went fuzzy. Like, I'm not even kidding. And then I took some ibuprofen and it seemed to help. So I probably got to take some more at some point. But yeah, like somebody, it's a repeat cycle, whether it's within a family, whether it's one person and they have more than one kid. And I don't know why with this Lily card, I'm getting like purity. Like, and I don't think it means like, oh, I want my kids to be pure. Like, I don't want them to have sex, or I don't want them to do drugs, or I don't want them to do alcohol. It's almost like not wanting them to be exposed to other energies, not wanting them to be exposed to people, to personalities, to humanity. Because once you get a taste of the real world, once you meet a bunch of different people, once you figure out what people you like to be friends with, who you would want to be like a lover, right? Gay, straight, whatever the case. Like once that starts, like you're gone. And whoever the parent is or the guardian or whatever the case, it's going to be harder for them to keep someone from moving on, right? I told you it's a very dark energy. It's very sinister because it's narcissistic, right? It's demented, delusional, somewhat evil. Like you don't do that to your kids. You don't do that to anybody, you know? Sorry, now I'm playing with my nail. And some of the cases that I personally have experienced, you know, where parents do this to their kids, they try to hold them back for personal reasons. Some kids leave anyway, and some kids don't. Some kids stay. Some kids literally do nothing with their lives until the day they die, and they lived at home. They never worked, they never married, they never had kids, probably never had sex. Like, I seriously know people like that. Go on, baby. And even though this person might not be jealous and might not want somebody to do better than them, because I don't really think that's the case when you see cases like this, but they definitely don't really care how they're emotionally, mentally, possibly even verbally abusing their kids. But that's all part of it too. You either abuse your kids to get them to comply, or you convince them, right? Like you somehow convince them, like, oh, it's a good idea to stay at home and never leave, you know? God knows what's out there. Pardon me. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm not seeing or feeling anything else. I hope it did not resonate. I hope you enjoyed it, though. I hope it was entertaining. And I'll talk to you later.